The American Conference Tournament is in full swing as the Temple Owls are set to take on the Tulane Green Wave in Game 2 of today's opening round matchups. I'm Jay Johnson, joined with Max Blakelock. This is the rubber match between these two teams as Temple fell to Tulane at home 71-58 back on January 13th, led by Kanaji Daniels 19 points and McLean Marshall's 17. Temple returned the favor, got back in the win column in their second meeting with an overtime win, 67-65 on January 31st, led by Kayla Turner's 27 points. Going into the final matchup with these two teams, Max, what do you expect from these two teams in this matchup going in about 3 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, both teams, it's March now, right? Win or go home. American Conference Tournament, it's here. So I expect the big-time players to show up and make big-time plays. And when I talk about big-time players making big-time plays for the Temple Owls, I look no further than Kayla Turner. 27 points in the win at Tulane earlier this year. And when Temple lost against Tulane, only 10, and struggled from the field there. So Kayla Turner is someone that these Owls need to show up and need some points there. But also looking at somebody like Jalissa Molina, who had 20 points and 10 rebounds in the loss, at home against Tulane. Her career high 20 points there. So she has had some success here against the Tulane Green Wave. We'll see if that is able to translate today.
Yeah, you're going to need every man on deck, every person to come in and pitch in a little bit. Going over to the Tulane side, they finished the regular season on a 2-game losing streak. So, they want to get off this streak, but more importantly, they're fighting for their postseason live. So maybe a little added pressure for them to have a better output because they did not end the regular season how they wanted to. And Temple, very similar. They were on a little bit of a rough patch where they had a big blowout against USF and then ended up finishing their season with a big win over FAU this past Saturday. Well, we're about a minute and a half away from tip-off. Tulane Temple American Conference Tournament action. We'll be back right after this. All right, we're good. Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to direct your attention to midcourt as we recognize a K-Gal Servant Leader Award winner, Kristen Taylor from Temple. This award recognizes individuals of outstanding character who put the needs of others before their own, who uplift others around them, and who lead with grace and humility. Kristen was nominated by her coach and exemplifies the spirit of Coach Yao, reflecting her resolve, generosity, strength, and service heart. The American Conference and the K-Gal Cancer Research Fund would like to present Kristen with a commemorative jersey to honor her achievement. Fans, please join us in congratulating this year's K-Gal Servant Leader Award recipient, Kristen Taylor. Welcome once again to Legacy Arena at the BJCC for the 2026 American Women's Basketball Championship and this first round matchup between the number 10 seed Tulane Green Wave and the 7 seed Temple Owls.
Yeah.
And now let's meet the starting five for Tulane. At guard, number 3, CC Mays. At guard, number 21, Kenisha Daniel. At forward, number 22, Dylan Hanna.
You want to do, we'll do right before tip. So we'll let them do intros and then we'll do tip. No. We'll do
After the
intros and then right at tip.
And starting at guard, number 24.
I didn't realize they were, I don't know why I didn't think they were going to do
Yeah.
like a big.
I didn't know they were going to do full intros.
Miss Ashley Langford. Fans, please join us in congratulating the American Conference Freshman of the Year from Tulane, Michaela Marshall.
Yeah. She's going to be a problem.
I'm sliding like the river, I shoot at the river. Hands out the grocery store, they stuck with ladies. She try make the actions, I told her. Hey, when it's about time to pay, I'm gonna tell her. I ain't much that we ain't maybe who about. Understand that count style wood block, cause down all the damn if it white good. Learned that when you just came back, cock on the style, which went down like a broken heart pop. Playing with it, I'm sent through your crowd now. But what flip, see, got Bravo. I'm doing it with Blacky out, free hard out. Your head, Luncho, Tonto. I'm putting you some freaks in the Bronco. Where I'm responding on, no murder, no combo.
And now, let's meet the starting five for Temple. At guard, number 7, Kayla Turner. Starting at forward,
Sorry?
number 8, Jaleesa Molina. And starting at guard,
As
number
they
10,
announce the
Savannah
Temple
Curry.
women's team starters, we'll run through the starters ourselves. On the Tulane side, they go 3 guards, 2 forwards, CC Mays, Kenisha Daniel, Shiloh Kempson, Dylan Hanna, and Amira Mabry. On the Temple side, it's going to be the usual suspects, Kayla Turner, Savannah Curry, Tristan Taylor, who was honored right before this one, getting the Servant Leader Award. She was a recipient of that right before tip-off. Jaleesa Molina and Sanaya Craig, these 2 teams getting ready for some American Conference tournament. The battle is going to be as Tulane's in their dark green and blue with white stripes going down the side jerseys, and then Temple in their classic home whites, all white, red lettering, red numbers. We're just there. We're almost there. It's been a rocky one. We were here for the first game, Max. That was a fun one to watch.
Yeah.
Got to watch FAU and Charlotte at 8-9 matchup, and here we're at this 10-7 matchup between Temple and Tulane.
Yeah, winner of this going to face a UTSA team that just gave Rice its first conference loss of the year. So UTSA is definitely riding a high heading into the conference tournament.
Yeah,
but these 2 teams can only focus on this game right now. They cannot look too far ahead because these teams, like we said, split the season series, and we are prepped and ready for battle here at Legacy Arena.
Yes, indeed. You never know what's going to happen in this lovely month that we call March, and it's gonna take every single player, as many as they can find on their bench. They're going to have to use every single one. We're getting ready, almost there to tip off. It's going to be Melina and what looks like Dylan Hanna to jump this one. Refs making sure everybody's in the right position. And ball's up and tipped. It will be Tulane to control. Here we go. As it will be Shiloh Kempson guarding by Kayla Turner. Kempson swings that ball around. That's going to be CC Mays. And that ball's deflected. And then a turnover to start the game for Tulane. Tristan Taylor's going to get bumped. And it'll be out of bounds off of Tulane. Great defensive presence to start this one.
Yeah, the physicality immediately inside from the Owls to set the tone as Jalissa Molina was able to disrupt that pass.
Taylor gets that ball to Curry. Curry with that black Bane mask on. Been wearing that for the better part of the season as Taylor steps into a three. No good. Rebound collected by Hannah, and they are off and running Tulane. Daniel gets that ball out to the three. No good. That was Mabry on the three. Did not fall as Curry's back in control here. Gonna get it to Taylor. She's gonna call it the play. Gets it back to Curry. Curry with the three up fake. Now steps into a two. Shot up, rims around, no good. Rebound collected by Hannah.
Yeah, Curry had a good look there, but could not get it to fall.
Wow, wide open. That's how you run the floor there. That's Amira Mabry that just is wide open under the basket. Get the scoring started. 2-0 Tulane. Turner up to the rim herself. Rims off, no good. Got right to the finish and just couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah, Kayla Turner with a good look there for a layup, but back on the other end, Temple's got to get back on defense. Way too easy of a bucket for Tulane.
Yeah, if you're going to get any easy bucket, it's going to be in transition. Both teams are going to want to push the pace, and that's exactly what Tulane did. As this inbound will be Kimpson here, still guarded by Kayla Turner. Kimpson gets this ball right back to her. Little handoff. That's Mays. Mays in the corner, back around. That's going to be to Mabry. Turner got a hand on that. Daniel gets that up and good. That is going to be Amira Mabry. 4 points today to start this game.
Yeah, beautiful cut by Mabry and floater right there on the right baseline. Excuse me, the elbow.
Curry here gets that ball to Molina, top of the key. Back around to Turner. Turner around that key wing in between spot. Down to Taylor. Back to Turner at the top of the key. Sanaya Craig's going to set a screen. Gets it right there to the rolling Craig. Up and no good, but with a foul. Beautiful pick and roll. Just could not get the finish.
Yeah, Craig almost able to finish that for an and one, but beautiful cut to the basket and going strong to the hoop. We'll get a chance to earn him at the line.
And look who's here. There's some themes that came in when Michaela Marshall came in the game. Freshman of the year. Absolutely just handled teams this season.
Yeah, Michaela Marshall started in the game at Temple where she had 17 in the Green Waves win at the Leah Corrs Center. She is key for this Tulane team.
Craig knocks down the first free throw. Back to Craig. She'll take a couple dribbles at the line, spin the ball, shots up and good. 4-2 our score, 8 minutes left in this first quarter. And it's gonna look like Coach Richardson's squad is gonna deploy a little bit of full court press to start this one. Turner, oh, it's gonna be a trip and a steal for Turner. Turner all the way up and wow, blows the layup. Sanaya Craig's there to clean it up for a little bit of jitters, get him out early.
Yeah, hopefully Kayla Turner can look right by that.
Yeah, she had two pretty much point-blank shots. I mean, the first one was a little bit harder than the second one. Second one's wide open, just got off the backboard and right off the rim, but tie game nonetheless. Kimpson back in control here. Gets the ball to Hannah. Hannah back to Kimpson. Kimpson waiting for someone to get open. She's going to take herself from the baseline, walks the tightrope, and that hands right there by Savannah Curry. That's all she does. She plays cornerback pretty much for this team. Tristan Taylor back at the controls here at the top of the key. Calls out the play, gets it to Kayla Turner here on the wing. Back to Sanaya Craig, top of the key, and then back to Tristan Taylor on the wing. Trying to get this post-up play to Jalissa Molina, who catches it under the basket. Kayla Turner, 4-3. Good. That's how you shake them out right there.
Replay basket, Kayla Turner.
Yeah, that'll be good for Kayla Turner to see the ball go through the net to get her going here.
Oh, and there's almost a steal there. Look like Kimson picked up her dribble, and then again, whose usual suspect it is, jump ball, but Savannah Curry getting her hands all over there.
Yeah, the aggression and the just overall energy from this Temple women's squad is outplaying Tulane so far, as now they win the possession arrow here, so Temple ball.
Yeah, Savannah Curry, I believe her season high was 7 steals. Just plays, like I said, plays cornerback. She's reading every single passing lane, and right there does the exact same thing. As Kayla Turner's back in control here, working just inside the top of the key. Jalisa Molina, wing threes off the front rim and no good. And here comes Marshall, trying to run the break. Temple gets back pretty well. She picks up her dribble, hounded by 2 Owls. Instead, she's gonna reset this here. Kempton's back in control, says, let's slow things down. Turner on her. She's going right by Turner. Up, and that's how it was blocked. Kayla Turner got back, says no, right off the window, and here goes Tristan Taylor in transition. Kayla Turner, another 3. That one didn't have enough gas on it, but there will be a foul under the basket.
Yeah, what a sequence that would have been if Kayla Turner was able to get that transition 3 to fall. Great recovery defense, and was able to swat the layup away, but could not, a little short on that right wing triple. But Temple will retain possession.
Yeah, Shiloh Kempson turned the corner on her, and Kayla Turner was right there and said, you're not getting it that easily. Sends that ball right back off the backboard, but instead could not find the 3 on the other end as Jalisa Molina gets it after the inbound pass to Sanaya Craig. Now to Tristan Taylor, dribble penetration, back out to Kayla Turner. About 3 threes on the same spot. That right wing just cannot get it to fall there.
Yeah, Kayla Turner has not been shy shooting the basketball, but that's okay. The Temple Owls need the aggression from their leading scorer.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little bit of volume shooting here. You know what you say, best players are going to shoot their shots, and Kayla Turner's been that for Temple. As that inbound pass is deflected by Sanaya Craig. Long arms doing their job right there. With Kimson back in control. Being guarded by Turner still. All the way back to the American Basketball Championship logo. Turner not letting up. Gets this to Marshall. Marshall being guarded by Taylor. Marshall dribbles into it. There it is again. Dribbles right into Savannah Curry. She's going to run the break. Gets it to Turner. Other corner. Let's see if that one goes. Rims off again. Curry with the offensive rebound. Gets it to Craig. Craig to Taylor. Taylor for 3. No good. Back iron.
Temple, a lot of good looks there. Couldn't get any to fall.
Now in the game for Tulane is Jada Brown as Kimson gets this ball to Hannah. Hannah to Marshall. Marshall for 3. Rims around. Sanaya Craig cleans glass. Taylor gets this ball to Curry. Curry at the wing. Dumps it down to Jalisa Molina. Let's see if you can go to work. Ooh. Shot goes off the back of the rim and then right into the hands of Tulane here. Kimson gets doubled. Pressure by Sanaya Craig. Oh, almost a steal. They're going to say it's tipped, but she did go backcourt. Doesn't matter what deflected. Now, Amira Mabry, she gets that ball poked. Temple's playing great defense right here on the other end. Turner gets this ball in the wing. Down to Molina, who has the mismatch. Easy layup, but she blows it. Gotta get these easy shots to fall here.
Yeah, Temple 0 for their last 7 from the field, but still on a 7-0 run.
They've been playing well defensively. If they can find a way to score offensively, it'd be a much bigger advantage on the scoreboard here. Marshall being guarded by Taylor. Gets bumpy down low, and that's going to be a jump ball. We're going to have some subs, and we're going to enter a media timeout. But Temple on a 7-0 run should be more, but again, it's conference tourney season. Got to get the nerves out early and see what happens. We'll be right back here on WHIP Sports Radio.
Oh my God.
When they start making free throws, when they start making layups, wow. Wow. Yes. you
rip that pass,
Yes.
you get a lot more time.
and you know, that's probably what Diane's saying right now. You gotta make those layups. Those are bunnies.
Shots will fall.
Shots will fall.
Playing
And they're giving you easy ones. They're playing great defense.
but it's a shame to see the defense
Yeah.
not translate.
Yes. You're playing great defense. You gotta score offensively.
Basketball somehow.
Hey, Savannah Curry has 3 steals to start the
I
game.
think this is the first women's basketball year they've had to cover all year. In person.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I only called men's game.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, this is rough.
Same thing's gonna happen next year.
Yeah.
The season was over kind of early this year. I did a lot of them like around the beginning of the year. We had you getting a Yeah. Opener, we did Big 5. I did the conference opener and FAU. And I was supposed to do Nova, but I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of happy I didn't do that.
We are back with more Temple Tulane tournament action ahead. 7-4 Temple leads, 3:53 left in this first quarter, and 7-0 run over the last 4 minutes for Temple, but should have been more. They've had some easy looks at the rim and just have not been able to get them to fall. Playing great defense. Savannah Curry with 3 steals, leading everybody on the defensive end as Tulane's going to get a baseline inbound after the jump ball. Felicia Jacobs in the game now for Temple, along with Sedano, as Kimpson gets all the way to the rim and then fouled. Had an easy look, pretty much a wrap up to prevent an easy layup there.
Yeah, we'll see who they put this on. I believe it's going to go on Jaleesa Molina. I know they called it on Felicia Jacobs, but
Jacobs.
kind of some help defense.
Yeah, help defense has pretty much been the name of the game over here, besides Savannah Curry, who's been pretty much doing herself, but a few steals for everybody else as that first shot for Shiloh Kimpson goes down.
Yeah, Kimpson, she has started the last 5 games for this Tulane team after not starting at all in the year. She's kind of had that solidified role as a starter now.
Yeah, she knocks down both free throws. 7-6, 3:42 left in this first quarter as Turner gets the ball at the wing, gets it up to Felicia Jacobs, the top of the key. Now Sedano here gets all the way to the rim, lefty layup, no good. Just a little question mark if it was blocked or not. It was not, or it was off of Sedano last. Either way, it will be Tulane basketball.
Yeah, Sedano has not scored against Tulane all year, but had career high 16 in their last game against FAU.
Yeah, 16 off the bench. I was on that call. It was just an amazing performance all around for that team. Everybody got a little hand in the cookie jar, walked out with something as that ball is out of bounds. There, Kimpson was just kind of lost her footing on a pass on the baseline, and it'll be a turnover, and now Temple basketball.
Yeah, Kimpson just fell down after a great backdoor cut, and her hand touched out of bounds.
It would have probably been a bucket if she would have collected it and put it back up, but unfortunately just lost her balance there as Sedano gets the ball to Taylor on the other end. Jacobs with a screen. Taylor with a high off the backboard, no good. Sedano's going to let that one go. A little conversation about who was off last. It will stay with Temple.
Yeah, Temple's got to get a shot to fall here. 0 for their last 9, has not scored in the last 4 minutes. Got to end the first quarter off strong with 3 minutes remaining.
And they've had good looks as well. It's not like they've been forcing shots besides that last one there. Haven't really been forcing anything as Sedano gets his ball at the wing here. Gets that ball to a cutting Molina. Molina runs the baseline. Gets it back out to Taylor. Taylor to Turner. Turner crossing. Spin move. Pull up fit midi. Off. Looks good. Just couldn't get the finish. Rebound collected by Jada Brown. Now back to Kimson. 2:40 left in this first quarter. 7-6. Both these teams going through a little bit of, first game jitters, get them out early here.
To say the least.
To say the least. That ball's just thrown away there.
Yeah, sloppy play there from Kimson, excuse me. I think just a miscommunication as she thought she had somebody in the corner, but nobody was there.
Yeah, I think that she was looking for Marshall there, and maybe there was just a little cut or something, but either way, it'll be Temple basketball as Turner gets it to Molina to Sedano, and Sedano back to Jacobs. Jacobs all the way across the court to Turner, who loses it for a moment, gets it to Sedano. Sedano, lefty three, good!
No hesitation there from Sedano. A much-needed bucket from the Owls.
Much-needed bucket, and that's her first points against Tulane this season, so hopefully she can continue to build off it. Like you said, 16 points in that season finale, home finale for Temple. She's going to keep it going as Kimson's being guarded by Taylor. Waiting for something to pop open. Right now, somebody doing a great job locking all windows and doors. Turner being guarded by Marshall. Turner gets up, but there's going to be a foul. Turner doesn't like it. She thought that she played really good defense. They did for about 28 seconds until they get called for a foul there.
Yeah, beautiful spin move there from Marshall to kind of draw the foul on Kayla Turner.
As Madison Gordon will check in and Brianna Mead will check in.
These are key minutes here. Need to be able to generate some scoring and some great offensive flow with Kayla Turner on the bench.
As Marshall knocks down her first free throw. Yes, you need to be able to score with the Kayla Turner-less minutes, and they'll have to find a way to do that. The only two starters on the floor at the moment are Tristan Taylor and Jaleesa Molina, so rotation minutes all around, as that will be Dylan Hanna taking a seat. Jordan Weaver checking in the game for Tulane. Set the floor for you. Weaver, Marshall, Brown, Kimson, and Gordon. On the Tulane side, Mead, Sedano, Molina, Jacobs, and Taylor for Temple. As Taylor has the ball now, gets a screen by Jacobs and loses it. Almost loses her footing too. Molina now, she says she'll do it herself. And she gets it poked free. Mead collects what she lost. Jacobs at the screen here. Mead going left and right, goes baseline, shot off the front rim. Yeah, pretty much wasted that entire shot clock, couldn't really do anything with it. And now out and running. Brown says we're going to slow it down, but likes her matchup against Sedano. Spin move, pull up, midi, no good. Sedano cleans glass and back to Taylor. Taylor to Mead. Mead slows it down herself. Waiting for some movement here. Says never mind, I like our matchup. Kimson guarding her, left and right dribbles. Kimson goes for a steal. Mead says never mind. Gets it to Molina in the corner. Corner three for Molina. Rims off. Kind of just looking for anything to fall here for Temple. They still hold 10-8 with 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Sedano on Kimson. 24 seconds left in the quarter. 13 on the shot clock. This is the ball down low. That's Brown. Brown pull up midi, shot, rims off. Rebound, batted around, fall for, and then collected there by Gordon. Brown snatch back. Steps through, shots up, no good. Molina, 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. It's going to be a half-court prayer, and that hits almost the shot clock. After one, 10-8 Temple leads. A lot of first quarter jitters, but finally can shake them out. We'll see what the second and third quarter have for us. We'll be back after this short break. Wow.
Dude.
No, we're good. That's right.
We're gonna get
but they're winning that.
Second quarter's the quarter.
Second quarter's the quarter.
Taste the magic. Second quarter. Taste the magic.
They probably left about
10
points sitting on the scoreboard.
Here's how it works.
This should be a 20-8 game.
Realistically. On the video board, and hidden behind one of them is the LLH Healthcare logo. Your job is to track it. Stay focused. When the ball stops spinning, make your guess. Pick the correct basketball, and you'll walk away with an American prize pack. Please welcome our contestant, Maryland. Fans help out Maryland. Keep your eyes on the board, and let's play the LLH Healthcare Basketball Shuffle. All right, the logo is starting in the middle. Let's see where it ends up. we go, fans. Balls are spinning around. Keep your eyes on the logo. All right, fans. And Maryland is the logo behind ball number 1, 2, or 3.
Temple can go on a run though because
She says number 2. Let's see. And she is correct. Congratulations, Maryland. You're going home with an American prize pack. Thanks for playing the LLH Healthcare Basketball Shuffle. And thanks to LLH Healthcare for their support of the American Basketball Championships.
We are back. Second quarter action underway. Temple up 10-8 after a very, I would say, nerve-ridden first quarter of easy shots that did not fall. Just got to get them out early, you know? Got to get them out early, Max.
definitely got to get them out early, and hopefully they did.
As Meade will be in the game here. Gets it to Sanaya Craig as Melina has a seat. She's going to find Meade in the corner. Corner three, shots up, good. Hey, that's one way to get him out. The threes are flowing now for Temple.
Fantastic way to start with Meade hitting that three there. 28% on the year.
3 for 11 from deep as Tulane will try one themselves. Wow, my goodness. That's all I can say is Meyer Mabry shot a knuckleball pretty much at the top of the key.
Collected her own, though.
Yeah, and that's all that matters, you know. Get it right back. Timpson here being guarded by Turner, and that ball's tipped. They're going to have a conversation, and it will be off Kimpson's knee. Temple will regain possession here. Defensively, playing well. It's the offensive end where they're going to have to find ways to continue to score. We were talking about it at the break. This game should be maybe 20-8 as Temple just missed some easy shots here, but they're going to try and lock back in offensively as Meade's here in control. She's going to get that ball to Sanaya Craig around the elbow. Jab step and is going to go all the way and one layup. My goodness.
Offensive foul, they call it.
Oh, wow. They actually going to switch it. I'm not going to say anything. That's a tough layup regardless, but, you know.
That's her first one.
Yeah, Craig went hard to the paint there, and just great defense there by Tulane.
Well, that's going to be 2 points wiped away off the offensive foul as Kanaji Daniel is in control for Tulane. Going to get that ball to Glenn Hanna, who's back in the game now. Pull up midi, shots off for Daniel. Rebound collected by Craig. And now Meade's out and running, gets that ball to Turner. Turner at the wing, sees this, thinks about three, doesn't take it. Drives and gets it back out to Craig. Craig gets this ball to Meade. Meade fumbles it a little bit, but Green gains it. Has a switch that she wants. That's a Meyer Mabry on there. And she's going to find a wide open Kayla Turner in the corner. Good.
You cannot leave Kayla Turner wide open like that for three as she makes the Green Wave pay. And just like that, 8-point lead for the Owls.
Kayla Turner shooting about 40% from three. I don't even know how you leave her open. Leads the team in scoring as well with 16 points. That's not a great decision if you're Tulane. As Daniel gets this ball now to Marshall. Marshall up and rims around. Temple playing great defense here. 16-8 is our score. 8:06 left in the second quarter. Turner takes it herself, gets to the lane, gets it to Sedano. Sedano to Meade. 3 guards on the floor for Coach Richardson's squad. Meade being guarded by Marshall, gets it to Felicia Jacobs. Jacobs back around to Turner. Turner fakes it 3, gets into the lane. A try to wrap that pass around. I believe that was Daniel trying to wrap that ball around to Craig. Just ends up turning it over there.
Yeah, good idea there from Kayla Turner, but not as great execution. But she's got to look to score there when she's driving. I feel like she went in with that pass mentality when she took that drive, when she faked the three.
She was thinking pass before she even got the lane cleared out for her, just thinking pass already, as Tristan Taylor will check in, as well as Savannah Curry. Turner and Sedana will have a seat, as Daniel is at control here, being guarded by Curry. Gets that ball back around. That's Mabry here. Gets that ball right under the rim, batted around. Somehow there's the call, but I say somehow stayed in bounds, and that was not the case. I believe she had both heels out of bounds, just kind of trapped under that backboard. Inbound to Taylor. Looks to Coach Richardson. Richardson's going to make some adjustments as Melina taps the table, but still going is Taylor. She's going to come send this ball over to Craig, and Craig's going to get it to Jacobs. Jacobs down to Mead. Mead back to Taylor on this left wing. Then back to Mead, then back to Taylor as they have a catch. Gets into the lane, fires that pass into Jacobs, who clears out space for herself, just cannot get the finish.
Yeah, a little zone action from the Green Wave on the defensive end.
And that's what you want to see. Just kind of take away those, or force Temple to drive, as they call. Don't know what they call.
They're going to call a foul on the floor on Felicia Jacobs.
On Jacobs.
A little bump as Daniel was driving.
It was a pretty clean first quarter, to say the least. I mean, there were a couple fouls, but for the most part, nothing crazy. Now it's starting to slow down a little bit. That does help Tulane as they look to get back. It's a 16 to 8 game here, 8-point game. As Daniel shoots a corner three, can't get it to fall. Rebound by Mays, easy up and layups, good. Cuts this lead to 6.
Yeah, Mays sniffed out the rebound and went right back up for a bucket.
Yeah, and Mays can't do that with both Craig and Melina on the floor, as she's just irritated about something defensively on the other end. This ball is going to be deflected by Marshall and out of bounds. Me try to get an entry-level pass to Sanaya Craig, but great defense there, forces a baseline inbound. Mead will be the trigger woman. Gets this ball to Melina. Melina to Craig. Craig back to Mead. Mead, top of the key three. Good.
Beautiful set play there out of the baseline, out of bounds, to find Brianna Mead for 3.
They're settling in from 3. They just have to continue to do it, as there's going to be a whistle and a foul here on the other end. Tulane goes fast. That'll be Kanaja Daniel, who will be at the line for 2.
Yeah, the aggression from Daniel, able to draw the foul.
As Dylan Hanna's getting ready to check in now, Jada Brown will take a seat. Temple playing very well defensively, but Tulane's trying to speed up the pace and then also playing a little bit of zone. Now, the thing with zone, drive that basketball and shoot over the top of it. They've done well shooting over the top, maybe not percentage-wise. I mean, 5 for 13 is not horrible, but it's much more than what Tulane's done. 0 for 4 from deep today, as Daniel will take 2 dribbles at the line, bend the knees, shots up, and good.
Yeah, Daniel shooting just under 66% from the free throw line.
Daniel, same routine, and those neon green, I guess, shoes, maybe they're light blue. Whichever
Like
one you fancy.
Turquoise.
Yeah. Taylor back in control here, 19 to 12. Temple still leads. Taylor gets the ball to Mead. Mead back to Taylor. Being guarded by Marshall still. Back to Mead.
Looking for the holes in the zone.
Yeah, and I think they're found one there. Savannah Curry, wing threes up. Oh, but she's going to be fouled. The closeout was too strong. And this will be a three shots at the line.
Yeah, Temple to break that zone. Went inside. Zone comes crashing in and kicks it out for an open 3 to Savannah Curry. Unable to get it to fall, but will head to the line with a chance at 3.
Yeah, and I think that, I mean, Tulane played pretty well man-to-man defense, but instead once switched the zone, different looks, different results, but it's opened up the three-point game for Temple a little bit more, and now Savannah Curry has a chance to knock down 3 free throws, extend this Temple lead. As 2 dribbles and a shot is up and good for Savannah Curry in her all-black shoes and that face mask that she's been wearing for about half the season here. Same routine, shots up and good.
Yeah, Curry, key for this Temple team against Tulane. Missed the first matchup at the Liacouras Center, and the team lost. Was there for the win on the road. So hopefully a key contributor today.
She goes 3 for 3 from the line, the 88% free throw shooter.
That would be incredible.
That would be
88 from 3.
88 from 3. My apologies. Free throw shooter. As Tulane's back in control. That's going to be Kimpson, who swings that ball all the way around back to Mays in the corner. Taylor on her. She thinks about the 3, but doesn't take it. Back to Kimpson. Kimpson gets met by a host of owls. Swung back around. Ball's batted and collected by Molina. This is going to be the freshman Ariana Mabry, Merity, who slows things down. Gets it to Turner. Turner rims that off and stay with Temple.
Yeah, who else, though, with the deflection on the defensive end? Then Savannah Curry.
Yeah, she's up to 4 steals right now. I mean, her season high was 7 steals back on December 13th, I want to say? Yes, December 13th against VCU. 7 steals in 1 game, and she's more than halfway there with 4. Kayla Turner gets this ball, drives baseline, pumped, and on the tightrope on the baseline, and then turned over. Kimpson's going to run past almost everybody, slows it down. Easy layup is missed. My goodness, Dylan Hanna was right there at the precipice and just could not get it to fall. Back in control, Savannah Curry gets it to Turner, gets it to Taylor. Taylor, top of the key, 3's up, off back iron. Rebound, and it's going to be a foul.
Against the Owls.
Yes, I think they're going to get this on Ariana. But, I mean, Savannah Curry was going to have the easiest putback of her life because pretty much cleared out. It will be on Merity.
Yeah, just a little too strong on that 3 was Tristan Taylor. As she now still looking for her first points on the day.
They're going to take a quick timeout, and we're going to take it with them. Temple up 10, 22-12, 40-45 left in the second quarter. We'll be right back after this.
Visit facebook.com/AmericanCONF.
All right.
Your reactions are prime. Miss wide open shot.
See some great photos and videos from this year's championship. Just search American_CONF on Instagram. That's American_CONF.
Yeah, Tulane 3 total field goals made. Shooting 21%.
We are back. Temple up 10, 22-12, 4:45 left in the second quarter. I'm Jay Johnson, joined with Max Blakelock. Temple's been playing well offensively. They want to continue to put out this pressure that they've been running. And speaking of pressure, a little bit of full court look at least.
Yeah, the full court press in that first quarter worked for Diane Richardson, so she's going right back to it.
Yeah, I mean, up 10, want to see if it, wow. And you know,
just like that.
You spoke it into existence right there. I don't even know if a Temple Owl really even got into that press yet. They've got the first initial inbound pass and then bobbled out of bounds, and it'll be Temple's ball under the baseline, right under the basket. Turner will be the trigger woman. She's going to get this ball to Ariana Moretti, gets it to Molina, then back to Turner. Turner, who gets Mays on her, is going to swing that round to Moretti. Moretti thinks about the three, thought about it twice. He's going to find a better ball handler and gets it to Turner. Turner drives, finds Savannah Curry. Curry pull up midi, shots, back iron and off, tipped around, and that will stay with Temple. Kimson did a great job trying to get the offensive rebound, but could not collect it, and then it just slipped out of her hands.
Yeah, great work, though, by Moretti there as she takes a seat now to kind of put some pressure on that rebound.
Moretti, who's been a pretty much consistent for Richardson squad, as that ball is blocked and out of bounds. It will remain with Temple. She's a freshman here, and she just came in pretty much to her own around halfway through the season. Got some burn by Coach Richardson, and she's been a key piece, rotation piece for this team as they find different bigs for both Molina and Craig as they sit. That ball is going to be intercepted by Mays, just kind of thrown up there before the 5-second violation. Mays is in control here, being guarded by Turner. Gets that ball back to Kimson. Kimson has Taylor on her. They do a little arm wrestling, and it's going to be Kimson who breaks free. Gets that to Mays. Mays guarded by Turner. Corner three here by, oh my goodness, Mabry with a corner three, just right over Sanaya Craig. They needed that.
Needed that badly. Mabry now up to 7 points.
And that's also going to be the advantage that Temple has here. It's Taylor. I'm sorry. That's going to be a, wow, loose ball foul. I don't even see what happened there.
Yeah, fighting through a screen from Molina. And Mays wanted the offensive foul as Molina still down on the court. Thinks she's just getting her shoe tied.
Yeah, Coach Langford.
Yes, she is.
Yep, that was giving the shoe tie. Langford.
That's teammates right there.
I'm going to find someone who can tie my shoe like that, you know? When I fall down, I need someone to tie my shoe. Coach Langford wanted to call as well, as Jada Brown will check in, and coach, and Mays will have a seat, be a baseline inbound for Temple as Taylor will find Turner in the corner. She loves that corner over there on that right side. Switch layup, batted around, no good, and collected by Tulane. Kimson trying to push pace. She's going to say, never mind. Temple gets back. Swing that ball around. That's Mabry. Mabry back to Marshall. And then everybody on Temple's bench stands up and says, that's out of bounds.
Diane Richardson with the 2-finger point to make sure the refs know.
Yeah,
it's Temple basketball.
Yeah, out of bounds. Tulane. Temple controls. And it's been 12 turnovers in this first half for Tulane. Not what you want to see if you're a fan of the Green Wave. Molina gets his ball at the top of the key. Now to Savannah Curry. Curry drives all the way. Shots blocked, but there's Molina on the rebound and puts it right back up. 24-15.
Molina now on the board. Her first points of the day.
And no one decides to pick up Kimson, who gets all the way into the mid-range but misses it. Maybe they knew something I didn't. Taylor back in transition. Turner steps into a three. Shots up. Good. Here you go. That'll trigger a timeout for Coach Langford's squad, and Temple's got all the swag right now.
Yeah, Kayla Turner transition three, nothing but net. Now up to 9 points, leading the Owls, and that's one of the key stories here today. Temple star player doing her thing.
Yeah, when you can parlay good defense with great offense, you get a score like this, 27-15, 3 minutes left in the second quarter. And, I mean, Temple's been doing everything they've needed to. It was a little bit of a rough stretch in that first quarter. They missed a lot of easy shots, but it looks like they're starting to settle in on the Tulane end. They're going to be looking for something. They're in not necessarily desperation mode, got a lot of basketball left, but they are going to want to find something to get themselves going.
Yeah, definitely not desperation
Nowhere
mode,
close.
But it's going to start with the turnovers.
Yeah.
13 total turnovers from this Tulane Green Wave squad, and Temple only with 4, and that is really the story of this game so far.
Yes, and that's been all kind of head by Savannah Curry's 4 steals.
And this full court press that Richardson has flown out here.
Yeah, and forcing Kimson to find a way to break it, which she does. Still being guarded by Turner. Gets this ball to Marshall. Marshall gets all the way around the floor. Spin layups, no good, and it's another rebound collected by Temple. Here's Turner. She'll shoot the three. She's feeling it, and it's good again.
30-point Western.
Is this a replay? No, this is just live. My goodness. Kimson back in control. More press. She picked up her dribble. That ball's batted. Temple's flying around. They're going to say backcourt because no one touched that basketball.
Nia Craig is pumped up, and this Temple squad has all of the energy, now up 15 with 2 minutes and 25 left in this second quarter.
Yes, indeed. It is a completely different Temple team out of that first quarter. It was a about 8-point lead they took out of the first quarter, but they have extended it. 30-15 advantage here. This ball swung to Sanaya Craig, now to Taylor. Taylor to Turner. Turner gets it to Craig. Hey, she's shooting this, Max, and it's good again.
Has she hit rim once?
I don't know.
Turner.
Kayla Turner is taking it personally right now, as she's up to 14 points in this first half. Brown's looking for something. It is now dead quiet on this Tulane sideline. And there's more Tulane fans here, and they're not making any noises. Marshall's shot is good. Gets them off that 10-0 run, the 13-3 run over the last 3:52. But Temple wastes no time. Savannah Curry had a wide open three, just couldn't get anything. And back down is the Ada Brown. Brown's shots up, no good. Rebound collected there, shots good. That's Amira Mabry. She's up to 9 points herself.
Temple has a minute and 30 seconds until halftime. They have to keep their foot on the gas pedal and really have the momentum heading into half.
Yeah, just continue to play that basketball. Minute 15 left in the second quarter. Gets this ball to Kayla Turner. Another shot's up and good. They need whatever she ate today every day for the rest of her life. Yeah, me too. My
Unstoppable.
goodness. 17 points. She's 5 for 8 from 3. And is not looking to slow down at all. As Kimson gets this ball into the lane and gets it to Marshall. Almost threw it away, but she collects it. Savannah Curry guarding her. Gets that ball. That's a beautiful roll there by Dylan Hanna, who's going to finish the layup and believe we'll get an and one opportunity.
Yeah, foul go on Kayla Turner there. Just a big size advantage for Hanna, and she was able to take advantage.
Yeah, only going to be her second foul, and it will be Jillian Sedano who will check in. No, she's going to check in for Savannah Curry. Turner's going to stay in the game, as Hannah will take a couple dribbles here. Shots up and rims around, rolls all the way around the rim and comes back out. 35-21, 42 seconds left in this first half. Taylor being guarded by Kimson, gets it to Turner. Turner swings it back out to Taylor. Taylor drives baseline. They're going to get a foul there.
Yeah, Kayla Turner got swarmed as soon as she touched the ball, as she should, the way that she is playing in this first half.
Which is interesting because she's been open for a lot of these shots she's knocked down. So I think Tulane finally figured out, oh, maybe we should guard her. She'll have a seat, and it'll be Brianna Mead in for her, as Temple has pretty much leaped into the lead here. This is ball to Brianna Mead. Like you mentioned, though, Max, got to do well with these last 30 seconds here, especially with no Kayla Turner. Gets this ball to Sanaya Craig. Craig swings this ball all the way to Taylor. Taylor saves it from going out of bounds. Sedano is going to have to launch something, and instead it'll be to the backstop of the backboard.
Yeah, Sedano thought about the shot. She should have taken the shot with that little time left on the shot clock. Even though it was contested, tried to force something down low, but there was not enough time, even if Craig was able to catch it down low, for her to really turn and get a shot off.
Craig would have pretty much had to tap that ball up to the backboard and hope for something because there was no time. But speaking of no time, 12 seconds left in this first half, as Weaver's going to get this ball back to Kimson. Kimson gets into the mid-range, swung around. That's going to be Amira Mabry again. No good. That ball's batted around. Everybody's on the floor. And we will go to half. Temple up 14, 35-21. Max, what are your thoughts over that first half?
Kayla Turner, Kayla Turner, Kayla Turner.
Yes.
Kayla Turner leading the way with 17 points. And she has been, I mean, we talked about it in the stand-up. If Temple wants to win the basketball game, Kayla Turner has got to be the go-to girl and the go-to woman, excuse me. And 10 points in the loss at home, 27 in the win on the road. Already with 17, leading the way for the Owls, and she's got to continue that on the second half. Hopefully she doesn't cool off too much in that locker room in this next 15 minutes. But on the Tulane side, we talk about the freshman, American Conference Freshman of the Year in McKaylin Marshall. She has struggled 1 for 4 from the field, only taken 4 shots, so she's got to be a lot more aggressive, and only 4 points so far for her.
Yeah, it's going to be a fight to the finish. You expect Tulane to come back with a much more focused effort, but 20 minutes down, 20 minutes left to go in this first round. Game 2 matchup between Tulane and Temple. We're going to take a break, but we'll be right back in 14 minutes on WHIP Sports Radio.
Beautiful.
Good? You go get a drink with me. I'm going to go down with it.
Wow, wow, wow. That's the one.
Wait, this is
Their games never get less. They're like, it's always something.
I got you.
right. Yeah, very good, very good.
Oh, I got you.
And now please welcome to the floor the Tulane cheer team.
I'm selling, bro.
Okay. No, rice. Bulls, USF? I'm done. Pelican, yes. Then from what? Tulane? Okay. Oh, yes. The Green Wave, I think it's that one. Wichita State is in there. That's FAU, right? Oh, it's us? Oh, that's us. That's weird. We got some point. That's weird. Yeah, what's the next point? That's weird. Oh, that's FAU. A tiger. A midfish. Oh, it look like that? Good job.
And now please welcome to the floor the Temple Diamond Gems.
Drop it, give me, drop it, drop it, give me, drop it.
I would say mental health is very important, but having the support of your friends, coaches, teammates, anybody around you.
Just having that routine and protecting your players.
Anything that we can do to help them navigate those things will help our student athletes be more healthy, but also have a healthier sport.
People talk to people because if you just let things build up, it can be no good.
Calling my parents, I call my mom every day, talk to her every day about everything.
Being more involved, having more seminars, having more people come and speak, and maybe that'll give them the courage to speak up as well.
Just talking to my family, talking to my friends, just having that support system.
And kind of telling them that it's okay not to be okay. It's normal. People go through things.
There's nothing wrong with needing help. It's okay to ask for help.
Keeping players and students educated on what mental health is and how to help others.
And also get away from the game for a little bit. It's also good to take.
We must prioritize the overall mental health of our entire student athlete that we have and be able to support them in all areas, not just sports.
The American, creating healthy and powerful minds.
FansTheAmerican.org/WBB as your online home for coverage of this year's championship. Championship Central will have highlights, recaps, live stats, and more. That's theamerican.org/WBB for more information. Get involved in all the action from this year's championship by following us on our social media channels. Just search for American_CONF on X, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. That's American_CONF. We've got your weekend plans covered at American Hoops Village at City Walk, Birmingham. Located right in the heart of the action, Hoops Village is your premier pregame destination for the American Basketball Championships. Join us Friday through Sunday for music, interactive games, and basketball activities for fans of all ages. Be sure to arrive early on Saturday for pregame pep rallies you won't want to miss. Admission is free. We'll see you at the American Hoops Village.
Like it was all like that. She knows nothing. Like literally nothing. Which is like insane because of how good she was.
Like she was great. You would think that she.
I'm like, when she did all the runners that they have.
Oh my god, I was like, take it, leave it.
Tulane, what's higher? Beast.
looks good so far, but it's not over yet.
Is this the half pump?
Yes, it's half pump.
Yeah. I wish they had like the right in front of my face.
Kayla Turner 5 for 8. My goodness.
Yeah. Outscoring 25.
This is literally how the game was started. They were down 4.
Chilly in here.
Ain't it? And then I'm glad I didn't wear my other shirt. I would have freezing. And then they went on a whatever that was run, 10-3 run or whatever it is, 12-3 run. And I'm like, whoa. All right. Good things happen when you make your baskets.
Good things happen when Taylor Turner plays well.
Good things happen when Taylor Turner plays well.
Fans, direct your attention to the video board for the first half highlights.
That's ridiculous. Damn. That's crazy.
That's nasty.
Ready to go? Yeah, let's go.
I'll count you down. 3.
We are back with second half action as Temple is up 14 over the Tulane Green Wave, 35-21. About a minute left in our halftime break, but I mean, it's been an explosion in that second quarter. Kayla Turner really just locked in. She was like, okay, I didn't have the best start to this one, but it's not about how you start, but how you finish, and we're not at the finish yet, but Turner has turned her game around after a few blown layups, but after that, 5 for 8 from 3. And Temple has not looked back. What'd you see out there, Max?
Yeah, Kayla Turner with 5 3-pointers in that first half. She went 0 for 10 from 3 in the loss at home at the Leocora Center, and then had 3 3-pointers on the win on the road at Tulane. So now already with 5 in that first half, more than she's had all year against this Tulane Green Wave squad. And she's going to be key for this Temple team to continue to put the pressure on this Tulane team. But on the Tulane side, Mabry with 9 points. She has been their go-to woman on the offensive end in this game so far. But like I said, they need more from the freshman of the year in the conference, Michaela Marshall. 18 minutes off the bench so far and only 4 shots taken. I would like to see her be more aggressive if I'm Tulane.
Yeah, they're definitely going to want to get some more production on the scoreboard. Like you mentioned, only Mabry has been consistent. 9 points across the board. Dylan Hanna 2 points, CeCe Mays 2 points, Kanaja Daniel 2 points, and Shiloh Kimson 2 points. So they're going to want to see who else can step in scoring-wise. And defensively, they're going to have to slow down Kayla Turner. Much easier to say it from where I'm sitting and much harder to do it when you're on the hardwood, but it's going to be Tulane basketball to start.
Yeah, a whole lot easier said than done.
Whole lot easier. Set the floor. It's going to be Weaver, Marshall, Brown, Mabry, and Kimson, as Kimson will be the one to control it for Tulane. We're set for second half action. It's going to be Daniel who gets that up to the top of the key to Mays. Mays back around, all the way. Okay, back inside here. That's going to be Mabry up and good. She's adding to the day. Now in double figures with 11 points here.
Yeah, Mabry somehow got that one to fall. Good start for her, I guess.
Yeah, that's going to be the play they draw up out of half just to get something going on the scoreboard, cutting to the lead a little bit, now down to 12. Taylor gets the ball to Curry. Curry looking to get this ball to Sanaya Craig inside, and she will, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, Craig just could not handle the pass there from Curry. Curry tried to just swing the ball across, it looked like, but didn't like that option. Decided to go down low. Craig couldn't have handled it. Turnover, Temple.
Turnover there, but they're going to go back into their full court press, and that ball's going to be thrown away. Wow. And look who's got it. Savannah Curry retrieves it. This ball's to Turner. Turner on the baseline. She's going to walk the tightrope. She's going to get it to Savannah Curry. Curry for three. No good. Rebound collected by Curry. Curry right back up with it again. Two ball. Rims around. Hangs on the rim. And comebacks off. Sanaya Craig goes back up. No good.
Temple had their chances there.
About three good looks and couldn't cash in on any of them, and then runs the floor again. Dylan Hanna. That's how they started the game, and now a little 4-0 run out of half.
Yeah, Sanaya Craig there has got to get back on defense. Was complaining to the ref after a, questionable no call, but you got to move on, play defense, because that was her matchup on the other end who was able to get the easy transition bucket, and Diane Richardson knows that and is not happy, which is why she called timeout.
Yeah, she's going to call the timeout, and you're completely right. A little bit of complaining there on the end of where she wanted to foul, but instead it's going to be Tulane with a bucket. They're going to take a media timeout, so we're going to do the same here. Temple up 10, 35-25, 8:36 in this third quarter. We'll be right back after this.
Yeah, Temple cannot start the second half like this. That's ridiculous.
Blitz coming. Next to make the surveys. Pulls in the end zone, picked off. And that might do it. A historic night here for the Green Wave.
All right, fans, get ready. It's time for the Flex Cam. Presented to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest engine law firm. When that camera cuts to you, show us those championship muscles.
Where's Hooter? Oh, there's Hooter. I was going to say. All right, we ready?
Ready. We are back. Temple up 10, 35-25. A little 4-0 run for Tulane as Temple will be inbounding here. Sideline inbound. It'll be Savannah Curry. Got to be able to get back on defense, as you said, Max. I mean, easy little bucket to start the half here. Same thing they did to start the game, as Savannah Curry's going to be met with two. So they're going to swing this ball around. Tristan Taylor drives it, gets it to Kayla Turner in the corner. Turner says, never mind, I'm going to take it out the corner and get it to the top of the key. Now to Curry, Curry to Turner, Turner for three. Rims all the way around, rebound batted, and it will stay with Temple.
Yeah, Curry had another look, couldn't get that one to fall.
It was a good look. She had the space, the opportunity, just front rim, Backboard, no good. But it'll still be Temple ball. Tristan Taylor will trigger it. Gets it to Turner. Turner, mid-range pull-up shots, rims all the way around. Sanaya Craig gets the layup, and good. Cleans glass and puts it right back up.
Yeah, Craig, her first field goal on the day. Great way to clean up glass.
She will be up to 6 rebounds now as they're going to get
Molina, it looks like.
Yeah. Going to get Molina for a call here.
Trying to go down low to Hannah. And Hannah using her size with Molina on her. Although they're about the same size.
We're on the same height, yeah. You know, sometimes you just want to establish that painted area, and I think that's what Tulane's trying to do now after Temple pretty much just won that matchup, as all the twisting and turning there by Mabry, but no good on the finish as Taylor almost lost that ball on dribble. Kayla Turner, corner 3, rims up, no good. The shots are still there. They're just not falling right now as Kimpson gets it back for Tulane. Kimpson gets that ball to Kanizer, and then it's going to be stolen, taken away, and it's going to be 1-on-1. Molina's got to slow it down. She says, never mind. Scoop layup's up and good.
2-point basket.
Way to run the floor from Jalissa Molina.
And that's what she wants to do. I mean, she says, yeah, I'm 6'3", but I can play a little big guard if you need me to. Kimpson gets it back, has a little catch there with Mabry, but says, never mind, I'll run it. She's going to get this ball to Marshall. Marshall into the mid-range. Wow, found Melissa sleeping, and then
beautiful pass.
It was a beautiful set. I mean, pretty much switched everything, and then found Mabry cutting.
Yeah, Kimpson, that little dump-off bounce pass to find the cutting.
That's her second.
It'll be Hannah at the line.
Is that Hannah?
That's
yeah,
Hannah.
sorry.
Yeah, I know. I messed it up too. Don't worry. Hannah's going to take a couple dribble shots up and good.
Hannah only shooting 38% from 3 on the year, so was lucky to get that first one to go.
Second one's up and good. She locked in for you, Max.
She did. I was trying to reverse announcers jinx it, but you can't force those.
No,
those just happen.
They just happen. Taylor here, back in control. 12-point game here for Temple. 39-27, 6:57 left in this third quarter. Turner has the matchup she likes. That's going to be Mabry on her. She's going to swing it around to Lisa Molina. Molina back up to Taylor. Taylor's going to split a double and just fouled.
Yeah, great awareness there from Tristan Taylor. The defender put their hands in the cookie jar, and Turner went to take the shot and will head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that little Joel Embiid bait, and then let me go up with it. And
yeah, you said it, not me.
You know, and you know what? However you get your points, that's all you care about today in basketball. However you can get on the stat sheet, and they're going to see if Tristan Taylor can do the same here. She's at the line.
She's looking to get on the board here.
Yeah, and there it is. Knocks on the first. A couple dribbles at the line and swishes that one.
Yeah, no first half points from Temple's second highest, or excuse me, not the second highest, the fourth highest leading scorer. But one of their top scorers, averaging 9.5 per game.
And Max, you're not wrong for believing that. But you got to remember, she did miss a little time down in the Bahamas. And then, of course, both Sanaya Craig and Jalissa Molina had some pretty good outings. So they've found some ways to score and win without her. But, I mean, Tristan Taylor is still important to this team. As that's going to be Brown, who's kind of caught in that little corner there. She's going to swing that around to Daniel. Daniel finds they've ran that same play 3 times, trying to hit Hannah, and that one just goes right through her hands.
Yeah, great pressure and defense from the Owls yet again.
Yeah, they've been playing really well defensively, and it started off in that first quarter. They pretty much had to hang tough with Tulane and then really got to striding in that second. Now in that third, they've slowed it down but still hold their lead. 41-27, 6:14 left in the third quarter as that layup's all the way to the rim, but no good. But a foul called. Believe they're going to get that on Mabry or Hannah. Didn't see the number.
Call on 22, so it'll be Mabry. I mean Hannah.
Yes.
Sorry.
They have 2 bigs, and you know, they've been doing the same thing. They've been rolling the same way. So
no, that one was totally on me. I'm looking right at number 22, Dylan Hannah, on my sheet, and I said Mabry.
They have the higher numbers too, 23, 22, 24, as Turner's shots up and good.
Her first points of the second half, maybe get her going.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, you know, it was a slower start to the first quarter. Second quarter popped off. Maybe slower start to the third, and you'll see what happens. Turner knocks down both. 43-27, 6:12 left in this matchup. Well, sorry, third quarter. As it'll be a little bit of a full court press look. We'll see how quickly Tulane can break it. And they do. Turner is right on Timpson's hip. That's going to be swung around to Brown. Brown for three. They needed that.
Wide open, took her time, and got it to fall. Jada Brown there.
Set the feet, loaded up, and then claps after it goes in. It's going to be swung around to Turner. Turner's going to pull up mid-range shots up and good. That's a little bit of an answer. Keep it consistent. Turner now up to, what is that, 21 points. And that ball's going to be, rolls around. Timpson collects it. That's back to Daniel. Daniel's three's no good. Rebound, same team. Melissa and Craig both go up for it. Craig comes down with it. Taylor's push the praise, pull up middies, up and good. There's the defense leading the offense again, and it'll be a timeout here for Coach Langford's squad.
And you know part of the reason that worked? We talk about Kayla Turner, her impact on the scoring sheet today, but she was open for three. Defense went to her, and it was able to leave Tristan Taylor open for an open mid-range jumper. And now 17-point lead for the Owls.
And that's exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Diane Richardson. She knows that this has been an up and down regular season, and she's told her team on multiple accounts, we have to fight. And that's probably been the entire, moniker going on here. We're in a media timeout, so we'll take it with them. 5:23 left in this third quarter, 47-30, Temple leads. We'll be right back after this. The media timeout pops up late. We are back, 5:23 left in this third quarter, 47-30, Temple leads. And it has been a lot of Kayla Turner and company, 21 points here in 20 minutes, 7 for 18 from the floor, 5 for 10 from 3. And has even played a little defense as well with a steal, but she'll have a seat as Brianna Mead and Killian Sedana will check in for Savannah Curry and Kayla Turner.
Yeah, something that was key in that first half when Kayla Turner went to the bench, we immediately saw Mead hit a three, so it'll be interesting to see if she can step up here with Turner on the bench.
Yep, got to keep that energy up as Kimpton finds, wow, she ran into everybody, and it's going to be, Alyssa Molina's going to be called for it, but pretty much ran into 3 Owls there and was not going to get any type of, grace given by that Temple defense.
Shelly Kimpson at the line for Tulane.
So it'll be Kimpson here at the line. It's going to be a few dribbles at the line here. Spins the ball, shots up and good for Kimpson. Kimpson shoots it at about 75% from the line. It's going to be the same routine. Spins the ball, shots up and good. Kimpson will add to her scoring total. Only 4 points here, 3 of them from the free throw line. A little bit of full court press. Meade picks it up, gets it to Taylor. Taylor's going to break it across the timeline. Gets all the way to the mid-range, gets a flyby there. Shots up, no good. Rebound collected by Molina, and she will be fouled on the floor. Got hit high, and she's going to take a minute to collect herself.
Yeah, Coach Langford taking a play out of Coach Richards' pocket there with the full court pressure, and it almost worked.
Yeah, full court press was actually doing pretty well, but then all of a sudden, Meade could get that ball up to Taylor, and Taylor's pretty much broke it. They're going to see if they're going to do subs. They're not going to let Marshall sub back in, so it'll remain the same 5 for the Green Wave as Meade will get this ball out from Taylor on the inbound. Meade calling out the play. Going to get a screen and a pull-up 3. Shots no good by Meade. Rebound collected by Molina. Just got hit in the eye and says, never mind, I'm fine. Grabs the rebound, and then that ball gets poked out of bounds. So it'll be Temple baseline inbound, 4:38 left in this third quarter.
Yeah, Molina ran down to chase that rebound. That was 6 on the day.
Got to win every loose ball, and that is what Temple has pretty much done throughout this game, especially on the loose ball turnovers there. That ball's blocked by Brown, and then there's going to be a foul. It will go against Temple, and finally Tulane can end this possession.
I'm not sure about that foul call there, if I'm being honest. The ball was in the air. People are fighting for the ball. Sedano's fighting with the Tulane Green Wave there for the ball, and they're going to call it on Sedano.
I thought Brown got a clean block there, so I don't know what they would have called the foul. I guess they just called on the floor, but either way, it's moot now as Marshall spin layups up and good. Maybe that'll get her going because it was not the first half she won at only 4 points, but maybe that's something to spark her offensively. Taylor now back at the controls, gets that ball to Craig. Craig's trying to find anything open, finds Sedano in the corner of the left. Sorry, Sedano the lefty, gets it back to Craig. Craig, who's going to be met with a double, doesn't care about it, goes up with it, no good. It's great defense there by Amira Mabry. Here comes Daniel, decides to go all the way. She slows it back down, says never mind, gets to Brown. Brown drives, gets it back out. That's Daniel being guarded by Sedano. Screen coming by Mabry, she'll use it. She gets it to the mid-range, it's switched on to by Sanaya Craig. Backs it back out to Brown, back to Daniel. Daniel for 3, up, no good. Didn't touch rim, all backboard, and that's picked up by Sedano. She falls over, but gets it to Meade, and Meade back to Taylor. So much action happening right now. Taylor stops on a dime, gets Sedano, says, let's relax. Never mind, Taylor pull up mid-reach shot, no good. Rebound, batted around, fought for, Molina on the floor. It's going to be collected by Kimpson. To Brown, Brown runs the break, layups up, no good. Daniel grabs the offensive rebound and is finally fouled.
Whew. That was a interesting few sequence there. I feel like both teams needed to kind of slow it down, but especially Temple. You're 0 for your last 5 now.
Yeah.
And I know you're up 13 still, but you want to keep your foot on the gas pedal and really ram down this Tulane Green Wave team as Kayla Turner comes back in and hopefully can do just that.
Yeah, it was a quick breather for Kayla Turner, and they said, you know what, let's get her back out here. Tulane's gotten some easier shots. I mean, you go back to the Kayla Marshall spin layup, and then now 2 shots at the line, and that's going to be off for Daniel. Kanaja Daniel shoots it all 65% from the free throw line. That goes off back rim, and we'll see if he can knock down the second one. Bends the knee, shots up, and good. Cuts this lead down to 12, 3:05 left in the third quarter. Gets his ball to Molina, Molina back to Turner. Turner to Meade. She's gonna wave her hands and call out this play. Turner does the exact same thing and then gets it back from Meade. Gives it back to Meade. And then all the way to Felicia Jacobs, top of the key. Now to Turner. Turner is met by every single wave player that you can find. Jacobs, all types of spinning, step through, and no good. No foul call either. Kimpson gets this to Daniel. Daniel with Meade on her. It's going to be a double here, and it's tipped and battered, taken away by Turner. Turner running the floor. Gets bumpy with Kimpson, and Kimpson wins that one. It's going to be Everybody running the rim here, and up and good for Marshall.
Kevin Marshall.
Easiest full court play you're gonna see there for the Green Wave. They just run it perfectly, and Marshall finishes it off.
Yeah, just like that, a 7-0 run from the Green Wave. This possession is crucial for the Owls to stop the bleeding.
Yep, under 2 minutes here for Temple. It's gonna be a dime to Molina. Molina under the backboard, can't see anything and throws it right away to Kimson. Oh, you can feel Tulane getting back into this one. Easy dime to Marshall. Can't collect it though, so she's back trapped under the rim. Wow. Flips that up. Reverse layup is up and good. And now this Tulane bench has life.
Yeah, Molina has to go straight up with the ball on the other end. She's looking to kind of do too much and threw a turnover.
Marshall up to 10 points now after 4 points in the first half. A minute 23 left. And right now, if you're Temple, you have to find a way to score it. There it is. Jaleesa Molina's finally fouled. She puts that ball on the hardwood and is met by 3 Green Wave players, and it's going to be 2 shots at the line.
Yeah, I like the aggression. Get to the line, slow this down. You got a minute and 20 seconds left in this third. You want to, realistically, it would be nice to be going into the fourth quarter up 10. Right now, you're only up 8. So 2 here from the line from Molina are key.
Yeah, and she's going to take 1 dribble, shots up and good, as Molina will extend her scoring output to 5 with that made free throw. Same routine, 1 dribble, shots up and good. Waste no time with the free throw routine. You see a lot of players, a couple dribbles, spin the ball a little bit, and sometimes shake it out. And Jaleesa Molina says, I don't need all of that. Just 1 dribble and get it up there. It'll be maybe to trigger it. Full court press deployed by Richardson, and a lot of that run was basically because Temple could not score, and they have not been able to set up their defense. As Brown throws that, watch the cameras. Yeah, I mean, she's had the right idea. Fire it to somebody across court. The only problem is the camera lady was the closest person there, so it'll be a turnover there. That'll be number 19 on the day for the Green Wave. They do turn it over. They turned over 17 per game, and they've jumped that today here, and that's probably not the time where you want to set a record.
Definitely not.
As Turner gets this ball to Jacobs, Jacobs to Taylor. Taylor is thinking about getting it to Sanaya Craig and does.
Kayla Turner wide open in the corner for 3.
Yeah, she sure is, but Craig has her head turned, and there's going to be a foul. Kayla Turner was jumping up and down in the corner, and you would imagine that one of a few other Temple players on the bench would say something too, but Craig had her head turned, couldn't even make that pass if she tried.
It would not have been an easy pass.
It
would have had to be a
couple swings.
Swing,
yeah.
Kayla Turner, corner 3.
But again, establishing the paint, and this is what happens, but it's going to be Tristan Taylor at the free throw line here.
Yeah, let's earn him at the line, Tristan Taylor.
She's 1 for 9 from the floor, but it's 2 for 2 from the line today. 0 for 4 from 3. But has a chance to do something on the scoreboard here with that free throw's up and good. So Temple absorbed that little run that Tulane went on. It wasn't a little one, but it was a run, and they've absorbed it here and now can extend their lead back up to 12. More full court press by the Owls. Savannah Curry's in the game now, guarding CeCe Mays. Mays is going to get this ball to Kimson. Kimson guarded by Turner. They've been dancing all day, and it's going to still be here. A little quick pass to CeCe and back out. That's going to be Marshall for 3. Up, rims around, no good. Sanaya Craig cleans glass.
Marshall's getting all the looks, just cannot knock them down.
Yep.
Not a good time to go cold for the freshman.
No, and it looked like Kayla Turner in that first quarter. She couldn't get anything to fall, but you would think that this is now the time for her to step in, as Tristan Taylor says, let's slow things down. 1 second splits between the shot clock, game clock. 11 on the game clock, 9 now on the shot clock. Tristan Taylor crossing over, gets it back to Turner. Turner, 4-3, up, short off the rim. Rebound collected by Felicia Jacobs, and it will stay with Temple. 0.2 left in this third quarter. It's pretty much going to be...
Going to have to
be
a tip-in.
Lob play, pretty much. And I don't even think that they're going to be able to throw that up. You're going to throw it through 3 people, so... Little lob plays, up and no good. It was a good look, though, for Felicia Jacobs. Caught at the free throw line, shot back up, but no good. Temple up 12 after 3, 51-39 as we get into this final fourth quarter action of this first round matchup between Temple and Tulane. We'll be right back on WHIP Sports Radio.
The teams of the American
This game isn't over.
Not at all.
This game is not over.
Not at all.
Glad they were able to get
You can help make an
back
impact
to a lead of 10.
by scanning the QR code on the video board to donate. When donating, select Give Credit to a Fundraiser and choose your favorite American Conference team. Be sure to join us Saturday night for the Women's Basketball Championship game, which will feature a special Survivors and Thrivers Night honoring breast cancer survivors. Together, we can make a difference in the fight against cancer. All right, contestants, take your spot. All right, fans, it's time for the rapid fire free throws. We've got two contestants, Jeff from Temple and Chase from Tulane. They're going head to head with just 20 seconds on the clock to make as many free throws as they can. When the time runs out, the player with the most bucket wins an American prize pack. All right, contestants, now take your spots. And your 20 seconds starts now. All right, scores 2-1. And 3, 2, 1. Time is up. All right, let's see what we got. Temple's got 2, Tulane's got 1. Temple is our winner. Congratulations, Jeff. And thank you both for playing rapid fire free throws.
Three quarters up, one more left as Temple's up 51-39 in this first round matchup against Tulane. And it's been a whole lot of Kayla Turner with 21 points through 3. On the other side, it has been a mix of McLean Marshall and Amira Mabry, 10 and 11 respectively, as that ball is going to be turned over out of the break by Temple. And then it's going to be turned right back over to the security guard for Tulane.
To the security guard. You mentioned Michaela Marshall up to 10 points now, right on her average. She's stepped up big in the second half and kept Tulane in this game.
Yeah, big third quarter, only 4 points throughout the first half. Said, okay, I need to do something to help my team, and has done that. So the question is going to be, what else can happen as there's some full-court press deployed by Tulane. Temple breaks it pretty easily, and now back in control is Tristan Taylor to Savannah Curry. Curry spins out of that, gets it to Sanaya Craig, and then gets it to Jacobs. Jacobs looking for something to do. Gets it down low to Sanaya Craig. Sanaya Craig, big body, banging down low, says no, but will get fouled and will go to the line for 2.
Yes. Craig earning it at the line here. Definitely was fouled. Has been fouled a few times in my opinion and hasn't gotten the call, but this one gets the call and now can earn them at the line where she's 2 for 2 today.
Yeah, going back to that third quarter, had a chance to, get a little sealing up, but could not finish that one as Sanaya Craig's up. First shot is up and good. Both teams have been trying to establish the paint. It's been pretty even so far, but, fourth quarter, this is where this money's made, and that second shot is up and good for Temple. It'll be Marshall, gets it across the timeline, guarded by Tristan Taylor, getting bumpy down low, and they're going to have a hold on Taylor. Taylor saying, hey, she's wrapping me, but call stands regardless.
Yeah, Taylor just kind of reached her hand in there a little too much as Michaela Marshall was trying to spin.
And it'll be a baseline inbound here for Tulane. Gets it to Daniel. Daniel uses the screen, down low pass. It's going to be Hannah. Hannah's going to be fouled. Felicia Jacobs has her hands wide open in the air, saying, I should went straight up, but it won't matter. And that'll be 2 shots.
Hannah was not in a great position there under the basket, so an unfortunate foul call on Jacobs. But now Hannah trying to earn them at the line.
Yeah, well, you mentioned, though, Hannah is a 38% free throw shooter, but she's knocked them down 2 for 3 on the day. Let's see if she can add some more. And those blue, don't know what shoes they are, but those are nice. Shots up and good. Holds the follow through, makes sure. 53-40 with 9:17 left in this fourth quarter. Few dribbles, shots up, and that one no good. 3 for 5 on the day for Hannah. Rebound collected by Craig, and it'll be Turner in control. Turner gets it back to Craig, and Craig gets it to Curry. Curry says, okay, I'm going to take my matchup, gets into the lane, swings it back out to Taylor. Taylor fakes the pass, gets it back out to the top of the key. Back to Curry. Curry back to Taylor. Taylor's going to accept the screen by Craig. Goes back across her body, shots up, and good. Uses the glass to get it done.
Called bank. We'll see. Called the bucket, that's for sure.
That's all that matters. Gets it going, 55-40, up to 15 points. 15-point lead here for Temple. 8:39 left in this fourth quarter. Daniel gets it to the lane, swings it back out. And that's going to be hand on ball with Savannah Curry. It's going to be collected by Daniel. So no turnover for Tulane. But 5 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna have to go. Kaylin throws up something to the rim. No good. Again by Hannah, no good. Again by Hannah is good finally.
Yeah, Sanaya Craig was not down low there to help with the rebounding, and Hannah was able to take advantage of the smaller Jacobs.
Yeah, it's going to be Jacobs and Craig that are going to need to rebound defensively, as that is turned over by Temple. That's only their 9th of the day so far. 10th, okay, there it is.
I don't know if I'd say only, but I guess compared to Tulane's 20.
20, yeah. You know, you'll take 10. As it'll be Hannah at the top of the key, gets that to Marshall. Marshall gets it down low. That's going to be Mabry. Push shot over Sanaya Craig's no good. Rebound by Molina, and then Taylor is in transition. Taylor getting bumpy McLean, says never mind. Gets it. I'm sorry, Marshall gets it to Turner. Turner. That ball's batted all the way around, and then it will be turned over again. Now Tulane out and running. Daniel being guarded by Turner. Turner, a little bumpy with Turner. Mid-range shots no good. Gets her own rebound. Shots no good. Batted around and will stay with Tulane.
Yeah, great job there by Mabry, staying with her shot, following her shot, and going to get her own. Excuse me, that wasn't Mayberry. That was Daniel. Sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick timeout here for Coach Richardson, and it will be immediate timeout. Temple up 13, 55, 42 left in the 7:19 in this fourth quarter. We'll be right back after this.
American.org/WBB is your online home for coverage of this year's championship. Championship Central will have highlights, recaps, live stats, and more. That's the American.org/WBB for more information. Check out the latest videos from across the American on our YouTube page. Go to youtube.com/AmericanAthleticsCONF for the latest videos from this week's championship action and coverage throughout the year from around the conference.
Ready?
7:19 left in this fourth quarter as Temple holds a 13-point lead, 55-42 as Tulane will inbound. It'll be Marshall who gets it to Daniel, gets it back to Marshall on the wing. And Marshall dribbles through 2 shots up and good. Don't even know how she was able to gather that basketball. Michaela Marshall doing everything she can. 12 points here in this game, 5 for 10 from the floor. Knocked down both her free throw attempts. As Taylor has this ball at the logo. Gets it down to Molina. Molina swings that to wide open Sanaya Craig. Wow.
Beautiful pass from Jaleesa Molina. A nice and easy finish there for Sanaya Craig for 2.
Yeah, it was a really good pass by Molina, and then Sanaya Craig making herself available, puts that one right up. So no change now, 57-44 here, as there's going to be an illegal screen. Yep. Thinks he was moving or leaning or either one. It won't matter. It'll be another turnover, number 21 on the day for Tulane.
That one will go against Simpson there.
That's her third person.
Her third. Something to keep an eye on.
And there's going to be some substitutions here as it'll be Marshall, Daniel, Hannah Mabry, and Himpson. I'm sorry, Weaver's now in the game. And this ball will get to Turner and back to Taylor.
You got to run this offense through Kayla Turner here in the fourth quarter to close things out.
Yes, definitely do have to do that, but Tulane does know that as well, and they're going to see if they can lock all windows doors on the other end, as that shot by Taylor's off, but a rebound by Sanaya Craig, no good, and then she's fouled. That's Tristan Taylor who gets the O-board off the Sanaya Craig miss, and she's fouled on the floor.
Yeah, how about the 5'5" Tristan Taylor getting in there and getting a rebound?
Of all the players on the floor, the shortest one can find the way to offensive rebound. When your guards can do that, you have a really good chance in any game, as CC Mays will check in, and that will be Amira Mabry who will come in as well. Sanaya Craig gets this ball to Kayla Turner for 3. Rebound, no good, but it'll be a foul on the floor. Sanaya Craig hustling, trying to get it off, and the rebound was pushed, and it'll stay with Temple here. It'll be a baseline inbound.
Yeah, Sanaya Craig fighting for that rebound as always. She's up to 11 rebounds on the day to go along with her 10.
Fouls are starting to pile up here for Tulane on this one side. They have to find a way to end this possession. Temple, on the other hand, has to find a way to score on it, but they will continue to drain clock as they are in no rush, but they're going to say Savannah Curry traveled, and there's another turnover there for Temple. That'll be number 12 on the day for the Owls. And it'll be another quick change here as Jada Brown will check in, junior from Atlanta, Georgia. And Kimpson has Turner on her hip. She goes the other way. A little screen there, gets it right back out to Mabry. Mabry says, never mind, gets it to Marshall. She's trying to get back into this game. 5:37 left in it, and a little too handy was Turner, and they're going to call it on her.
Yeah, Turner trying to reach in and grab that steal on the crossover, but got a little too much arm there, and now pick up her third foul. Another thing to keep an eye on for Temple's leading scorer.
Yeah, going to start playing a little straight up here now for Kayla Turner. Going to be a necessity going down the stretch with 5:30 left in this game. That's going to be a Mabry who did a little push shot up and good.
Just
right
like
over
that.
Craig, yeah.
11 points.
11-point game. Taylor's going to slow it down, call the play, as she has Marshall on her. She's going to get this ball to Sanaya Craig. Craig working the high post. She's going to have, it's going to be Mays who comes and helps, but they're going to call a foul.
They're going to call it away from the play, it looks like, as that's a shame because Mays picked the pocket from behind of Craig and would have had a wide open fast break layup. The call, I believe, is going to be on Simpson.
Yeah, Mays, it was just her and her thoughts on the fast break, but instead they're going to
they do call it on Mays.
Wow. So I thought you were right. I thought they called it away from the play. I saw the ref
pointed down low, but
yeah, instead it will be Sanaya Craig at the line who knocks down the first free throw. And Mays has 4 now. So Mays in foul trouble along with Kimson. 4 for Mays and 3 for Kimson. Sanaya Craig's second shot is no good, and that ball will go out of bounds and will go to Tulane.
Melissa trying to plead her case to the ref, but definitely out on her.
Yeah, ref said, never mind. We're going to go the other way with it. So 5:06 left in this fourth quarter, and more press here by Temple. And they're going to break it pretty easily as Jada Brown, who was the inbounder, gets it across the court. It's back to Mays. Mays is going to get this ball to Kimson. Still guarded by Turner. Fourth quarter dance partners now at this point. They're going to swing it back around. That's maybe for 3. Off the back iron. No good. That's going to be collected by Jaleesa Molina. Molina says, let me get this to someone who can do a little bit better with the ball than I can, and it will be Turner to Taylor.
She held her own up the court, though.
She did. I thought she was going to take it herself. Taylor now being guarded by Marshall. She's going to get this ball down to Molina. Molina's going to face up a little bit. Decides, never mind, I'm going to kick this back out to Savannah Curry. Curry's going to throw that ball away. My goodness, it was 2 Green Wave in the same area, and it's pretty much pick your poison, and that's what it was. Mabry's going to come up with the steal, and on the other end, it will be Kimson getting fouled by Turner.
Yeah, Kimson using her speed and then slowed down a little because she knew she had Turner on her back and was able to draw the foul. And can head to the line with a chance to make this a 10-point game as Kayla Turner takes a seat.
Yeah, play with
hopefully a quick break for Turner.
She has 4 fouls, so that was going to be essentially for Tulane to get her out the game, and she'll have to take a seat as Brianna Mead checks in. Kimson, couple dribbles at the line, shots up and good. Kimson up to now 5 points, all from the free throw line. Has not made a field goal all day today. See if she can add it to 6, and she does.
Checking in for the Green Wave, number 0,
And
Jordan Weaver.
Jordan Weaver will check in now, and Amira Mabry will have a seat. Sedana will check in as well as Savannah Curry will have a seat. So the backup guard's in for Temple. And it's going to be a big full-court press here by the Green Wave, and it's going to be broken pretty easily. Molina says, I see daylight. Says, never mind, slows it down, gets to Craig, and Craig gets it all the way back down to the logo to Taylor. Taylor's going to run this little weave option with Mead and then back out to Molina. Molina gets it all the way back up to Taylor. Taylor gets into the lane. Pull-up midi is up and rims around, no good. And that is going to be off of Sanaya Craig's elbow and will be Tulane basketball. 10-point game, 3:48 left in this fourth quarter.
Call a foul on Craig there.
Wow.
Her third.
So that's going to be a foul. And they're going to walk the floor here.
Yeah, both teams in the bonus, so
bonus
will be
shots.
free throws from here on out. But Temple needs to get some buckets on the offensive end now. With down the stretch here, these free throws with a chance to cut it to an 8-point game. But Temple, no field goals in their last 3 minutes and 0 for their last 4. Cannot let this one slip away.
Gotta find a way to close this one out. Tulane has done everything in their power to get it to this point. After shooting themselves in the foot for the better part of 3 quarters, they're now can get back into arm's length here as that first shot from Marshall is good.
Well within arm's length at this point.
And second shot's up and good. Rims around and falls through the net. It's an 8-point game, 58-50 here in the fourth quarter. 3:48 left in the fourth. More press here by Tulane. And it'll be broken pretty easily. Gets this ball to Sanaya Craig. Craig to Molina, and Molina finishes it off. Back up to 10 points.
Beautiful from the Temple offense to get through that full court press.
And Temple is doing a pretty decent job getting back, but it doesn't matter. Tristan Taylor's going to get called for a foul. She is telling the ref she's getting wrapped, but it won't matter. And guess who it is? Michaela Marshall back to the line.
Yeah, Marshall, just like that, up to 16 points. It was Kayla Turner in the first half for the Owls. It's been all Michaela Marshall in the second half for the Green Wave. Now an 8-point lead for the Owls with 3 minutes and 30 left in this one.
Yeah, they were striding through 3 quarters, and in this fourth quarter, Tulane is punching back finally. Shot is up, and the and-one play is completed. 7-point game here for Temple, and the Tulane fans are starting to get up out of their seat. More press here, and it'll be broken pretty easily. Gets that ball to Sanaya Craig. Craig likes her matchup, layups up, no good, and it'll be a foul. That one's gonna go on Dylan Hanna.
And Diane Richardson, with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left, calls Kayla Turner back to the scorer's table to check in on for Brianna Mead.
Yeah, Mead will have his seat. And if you're Tulane, you're okay with this clock being stopped. You do want some misses at the free throw line, but you have so much time still that you're like, okay, let's play a little basketball here. They're going to want to knock down some field goals on the other end, but got to make your free throws if you're Temple. Sanaya Craig knocks down her first.
Yeah, and if you're Temple, if you have an open shot off of this full court press like we've seen the past few times, you take it. But otherwise, you want to slow things down a little. The clock is in your favor.
Clock is your friend indeed as both free throws fall. That will be Jada Brown checking in, and a timeout is called.
This is a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Max, what have you seen so far in this fourth quarter between both teams?
This fourth quarter, I've seen Tulane fight through the deficit that they've had at one point. Temple is up by 17 at one point earlier in this second quarter, and now only up 9. Temple needs to relax, go back to what was working, and that what was working is Kayla Turner, who's now back into the game, but cannot turn the ball over. Turnovers have been key for both teams, with Temple now up to 13, even though Tulane is way overshadowing that. That's too many for the Owls.
Yeah, definitely. They have to find a way to slow down offensively, take this clock with them, but also Tulane's been playing with a lot of pace. If they can slow this pace back down, it's going to work in their favor. The Tulane pace, I should say, they'll work in their favor. Tulane's been able to just run the floor, and there's no full court press is what it looks like. Maybe a little half court, but Marshall's wide open in the corner right now, and they fixed that immediately. It'll be Kimson back in control here at the logo. 62-53 here. Temple leads 3:11 in this fourth quarter. Mays gives it back to Kimson. Kimson gets it to Marshall. Marshall thought about a three, gets it back to Kimson. Kimson swings it back around to Mays. That's going to be to Brown. Brown back to Mays. Mays for three, rims off. Rebound collected by Jaleesa Molina. And that she turns it right back over, and then it's going to be a foul on Tristan Taylor. Wow.
Temple number 11, Tristan Taylor.
Wow.
Molina gets the rebound, ends the possession, and then
relax.
just gives
You
it
gotta
right
relax.
back.
You gotta relax. Like I said, time is your friend here. Cannot afford to turn the ball over. Jalissa Molina, great rebound. Get it to your ball handlers. Let them work it up the field. Excuse me. Not football season. The court.
It feels like with all these trades, but that's neither here nor there. As this will be
Curry takes a seat.
Yeah. This will be Marshall at the line. Free throws up and good. So 8-point game now, 62-54. Temple leads 2:50 in this fourth quarter. So much time left in this game. Marshall takes a deep breath. Dribble at the line, shots up and good. Cuts his lead back down to 7.
Yeah, Marshall, perfect 7 for 7 from the free throw line.
Turner's going to break that full court press easily. And she's going to say, okay, what can I work with? Kimson's back on her. And it's going to get too bumpy, and it'll be shots now for Taylor. And like I said, if you're Tulane, you're fine with the stopping of the clock. You just need to score on the other end, and you're going to hope for some misses at some point. There's so much time left in this game. If you can afford the fouls, you can. Mays is at 4 now.
Yeah, the freshman Kimson, that was not a necessary foul. The momentum is all in your favor. Kayla Turner is all the way at the logo, and you're bumping her.
Now, I do want to retract what I said because that's actually her 4th foul now, and they're going to have to find a guard as Kayla Turner's first shot's off. So
that's not what you want to see.
So maybe that does work out a little bit. It's a little 50-50 split there as Turner take a breath, take a dribble, spin the ball, shots up. No good, misses both. Oh, my. And here comes Tulane running the floor, and it's going to be stolen away by Turner, who throws it right back to Jada Brown, who finishes a layup. Here we go. 5-point game, 2:27 left in this fourth quarter. Savannah Curry gets it down to Kayla Turner. Turner back to Taylor, and Taylor says, hang on, guys. Let's talk about it. Slows this thing down a little bit, and here we go. Gets the ball to Curry, Curry to Molina, Molina to Turner. Turner has Marshall on her, gets it back to Sanaya Craig. You can hear the Green Wave fans getting loud now. Taylor, layup blocked. Curry gets the rebound. You got to get this ball up 1 second. Curry realizes late, hits rim, no good. It's going to be fought for out of bounds. The call's going to stay with Temple. I don't know about that one, but it's going to stay here.
Long fight for the rebound, though. I love the hustle there from Sanaya Craig, and it will stay Temple ball.
It will be Temple ball.
Fresh shot clock.
As Coach Langford's going to look to her bench, she's going to get Dylan Hanna back in this game. They need rebounding, so they will keep Mabry and they will sub out Brown as Hanna checks in this game. 1:54 left in this game, 62-57. Taylor will trigger it. Gets this ball down to Turner. Turner resets at the top of the key, says let's go to work. Gets the switch, that's going to be Mabry on her. Little push, mid-range shot up, no good. Rebound, no good, nobody, but it's going to go out of bounds. That's touched by Mabry, so this ball will stay with Temple.
Another chance for the Owls. Turner could not get that bounce for her shot, and she needs it. Only 4 points in this second half for Turner.
Yeah, Tulane said, okay, you're gonna hurt us with 17 points in the first half. Let's fix that, and they've pretty much quieted her. She has 4 fouls as well. 3 fouls for Tristan Tiller and 3 for Sanaya Craig, so not the greatest standpoint. As Jaleesa Molina threes, no good. Rebound, chased down by Savannah Curry. Gotta watch her feet as she's at the timeline. She collects herself and gets it back to Molina, who gets it back to Curry. Curry's getting bumped, and it's gonna be a foul. That's gonna be Kimpton's 5th.
Yep, Kimpton will be fouled out. Tulane almost the turnover there, but great second effort and second chance opportunities as Temple now with 22 offensive rebounds, even more than their defense. They have 19 defensive rebounds.
Yeah, that'll be Kimpton's 5th, so she'll have to see, she'll discuss it with Coach Langford, but her day is now done as Savannah Curry's shot at the free throw line's up and good. Gets this lead back up to 6 with 1:20 left in the 4th. Big free throws here for Temple. Same routine, shots up, good.
And you have to be smart here on the defensive end.
Yes, Taylor Turner in the same situation that Kimpton was just in. She cannot foul or she will be done. Coaches on the Temple sideline are making sure everything is right defensively. No real press, it's just gonna be Turner guarding Daniel. Daniel gets that ball to Mabry, who gets the ball to Mays. Mays loses it for a minute, gets it back, guarded by Craig. Savannah Curry guarding Marshall. Marshall looking to get into her back. Spin move, shot, wow. She just kind of throws that up with all the hands in the cookie jar, and she will get the foul call. This will be 2 shots for Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall heading to the line now. But it was great defense up until the double on Marshall. Marshall, though, so crafty and able to spin and force her way to the line.
Yeah, she gets to that mid-range, and she pretty much has a limitless bag of things that she can pull out. And right there, the spin move and then the pull-up, and with so many Owls in the vicinity, gets the foul as she knocks down her first shot at the line. Checking everything, just making sure everybody's kind of on the rebound. Shots up and good, and we are back down to 5. 1:02 left in this game. Gonna get this to Tristan Taylor, who's going to break this full court press, and does. And now she's gonna say, let's slow it down.
Yeah, you gotta use all 24 seconds of the shot clock here if I'm the Owls.
Yes, this is still a 2-possession game, so, Gonna hand in the cookie jar, but it did get a little bumpy with Tristan Taylor. They're gonna call it on Mays. And that's her 5th as well, correct? Yes. That'll be 5 on Mays as well, so she'll have to take a seat.
Yeah, that'll be the 5th on Mays, but Taylor's gotta be careful. I thought she was a little bumpy. I wouldn't have been surprised if they went to look at her or called it the other way, but refs called it what they did, and Taylor will be at the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and the thing with Tulane is that they're going to save that timeout or that challenge because they only have 1 timeout left. So Taylor's shot is up and good to extend this lead back up to 6 with 48.7 left in this game.
Still plenty of time.
A lot of time left in this game. Second shot's up and good.
Up 7 is a lot better than being up 6, though, even though it's just 1 point.
Yeah, it makes it a 3-possession game pretty much, unless you're fouling on a 3. But as Max says, a 6-7 in my ear, in my peripheral, and that ball's batted around. That's going to be Marshall who collects it and rolls over Tristan Taylor. No call. Corner 3's up and good.
That's not what you wanted to see.
Kanaja Daniel knocks down a corner 3, but did they call that a foul? They did. So the inbound,
it's close to being a
jump.
A jump, but a lot of arm there from Marshall.
It was a quick inbound by Temple, and I mean, they pretty much are gonna have to foul regardless, but that 3 was clutch by Daniel to get this down to a 2-possession game. But it will walk the floor here as Taylor will get 2 shots at the line. Big free throws here. Taylor, dribble up the line, shots up and good. Taylor's been very good at the line today. 7 for 7 so far. I'm so sorry if this goes the wrong way. I did it to myself. Shots up and good.
I was going to say, Jay, I've been eyeing it. I haven't said it.
You know what? I took the risk, and it worked out, I guess. 68-62, 35 seconds left. We're going to make you wait for this one. 68-62 Temple leads. We're going to have the finish for you when we get right back after this media timeout, so we'll take it with them. We have more Temple, Tulane on WSIP Sports Radio. We'll be right back.
All right. It's going to be a long 35 seconds.
It sure is. It sure is.
Are you ready?
Great. We are back. 35 seconds left in this 4th quarter. I'm Jay Johnson, joined with Max Blakelock. This has been a fun one. Temple was up 17 points at one point, and it's dribbled down to a 6-point lead for them. As
this is March.
Yeah, it's March as Kaylin Marshall has done all her damage. 21 points, 6 for 11 from the floor after only 4 points in that first half, and Tulane's going to look to cut this back down to a 1-possession game. Gets it to Daniel. Daniel guarded by Turner. Daniel gets into the lane, shots up, and there's going to be a foul called. I think they're going to get Molina.
I think it's going to go on Craig.
And
Craig with the help defense. Molina was playing great. I don't know if the help was necessary, but
they did put it on Molina. Wow.
That'll be Molina's fourth as well.
Yeah. And 2 shots coming here.
Excuse me, that's only your 3rd.
2 shots coming here for Daniel, and that's no good. And there it is. Kanaja Daniel, we've said it all day, 65% from the line. And she's missed her second, and that's not her second free throw. She missed her second on the day, so she's now 4 for 6 from the line. And it'll be another timeout as Brianna Mead will tap the table. Get some more ball handling.
Coach Rich is going to call a full timeout here.
Wow.
Make sure her team is going to get in the right position to win this game. With the shot clock unplugged, expect Tulane to foul. I mean, they have to foul.
Yes.
But you still got to inbound the ball, and we've seen a lot of turnovers on inbound plays from both teams in this game.
Yeah, this game is not over. Well, they're going to take another full timeout. We'll take it as well. You're not going to get away from this game, though. 68-63, 28 seconds left in this 4th quarter. We'll be right back after this.
Ready?
Yep. We're back. There's closing moments of this one. It's going to be a foul fest for Tulane, but that's where they're at right now. Down 5. Anything can still happen, though, as the floor will be Turner, Taylor, Sanaya Craig, Jaleesa Molina, and Brianna Mead for Temple. Craig's going to trigger it. She's going to get that ball. That's a very interesting pass there. Oh, and even the worst decision there. And it's going to be Tulane who's going to end up moving that all the way down the floor with a turnover on the inbound.
What did we say?
Yeah, Sanaya Craig pretty much threw it up. And
Sanaya Craig had more time than she thought. She forced it to Molina, and a beeline there from Weaver, I believe it was, on that steal there. Jordan Weaver, who's only played 4 minutes in this game, gets the steal there, and Tulane with the bucket on the other end. All of a sudden, a one-possession game. So 3 points separating the Owls and the Green Wave. And now things start to get a little, I mean, they have been getting a little jittery, but now 3 points, one possession.
Yeah, you could feel it back in like 5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Like, okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but Tulane's momentum.
Tulane had a little bit of life, so
Temple never had a chance to really stop that momentum. They've put a halt to it, but they never truly stopped it.
No, yeah, they pretty much stayed afloat so far, but the waves are getting a little higher here for Tulane. And it's going to be the same thing. Sanaya Craig's going to trigger it. They just got to get this ball inbounds. It's going to be a foul. So, oh my goodness, another one. That ball's going to roll all the way to the baseline on the other end, and Tulane's going to have a chance. But no, it's going to be a foul on Sanaya Craig. 2 inbound turnovers. My goodness, Temple.
That one was almost worse, I say. Somehow, and this is not Diane Coach Richardson's style of basketball.
No,
at all.
She is yelling at her team, rolling the sleeves up. But Daniel's got to knock down these free throws. First
Temple out of timeouts, too, so
yeah,
both teams out of timeouts.
No bailout.
So it's straight basketball from here on out.
Basketball and fouls indeed. And you imagine that Tulane now is going to try and get a steal, no matter how this free throw goes, as it falls for Daniel. So they're going to have to inbound this ball, and then it will be a foul, and there it is. I thought they were going to get her for a carry, but they didn't. So there's the foul by Tulane, but it is a 1-point game. Remember when this was a nice 15-plus point lead?
I remember when it was a 17-point lead with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Heading into halftime, up big, and now, no matter what, Tulane's going to have a chance to either tie or possibly win, depending on how these free throws go.
I'm not going to say anything, but Tristan Taylor's at the line. She's going to take 2 dribbles. Shot is up and good. Rims around and in.
First one's the most important.
Yes, it is. It forces Tulane now to score something to tie. Let's see what the second one has for us. Big, deep breath by Tristan Taylor as the Temple fans here do the same thing. Shots up and good.
Clutch free throws from Taylor. 10 of her 14, from the line, but Tulane now 3 points.
Yeah. 3-point game, 70-67. 17.9 left in this game. Temple's gonna see what they, oh my goodness, Turner ran into a screen. She's okay though. 3 up, good! Kanaja Daniel ties this one up. 9 seconds left. Temple's gonna go. 7, 6, 5. Taylor into the lane. Gets that ball, batted it around. Taylor still has it. 0.5. We have overtime. Kanaja Daniel sends us to extra, and the Tulane fans up by us are on their feet.
Kanaja Daniel ended up wide open, and now game 1 went to overtime. Game 2 goes to overtime. Temple has got. I have no words for this, Jay. I cannot believe it.
The Tulane fans here were seated for, I don't even know, 30 minutes of this game. And in this fourth quarter, up, dancing, clapping, cheering, jumping, whatever verb you can find, they're doing it. And it is a completely different game. Now, here's the thing. Tulane's going to have to play this game without 2 of their starters with fouls, but they've been playing pretty well down the stretch. Temple, they have foul trouble of their own. Sanaya Craig with 4, Kayla Turner with 4. It's going to be a fun one, but 5 minutes in OT. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
Are you
first half.
Oh my God.
Well, hey Pat, let's see if you're right.
Yeah, we'll see if I'm right.
I was thinking that too.
Woo! Woo!
I gotta see if I can find their overtime records.
We saw your cousin. We saw your cousin. Savannah Curry should have been in the game.
Yeah, Savannah Curry. They didn't have enough timeouts though.
Yeah. We've played a full 40, but we got 5 more left for you. 70-70's our score. Temple was swimming to a lead pretty much, but the wave caught up to them, and now it is desperation mode for both teams here with the trip to the second round on the line. Tulane's gonna have to do it with a couple of their players. Kenija Daniel, who fouled out early in this game, she's not gonna be here for him. It's going to come down to who wants it more at this point. It's been a fun one, but wow. If you bought a seat to this, you didn't need all of it. You should have just bought the edge of it, because that's what you're sitting on anyway. It's going to be Hannah and Melina jumping up, and it will be won by Melina, but it won't matter, as that'll be McKaylin Marshall, who collects it and goes straight into Tristan Taylor and is fouled.
Yeah, the aggressiveness right off the jump from Marshall, that's been the story, because she's now at the line with a chance to overtake Kayla Turner, who has 4 points in this second half.
Yeah, Kayla Turner is going to have to step in now, because it was a slow first quarter and an explosion in the second, but then more of the same in the third and fourth, and she is in foul trouble, as well as Tristan Taylor with 4-2, as Marshall knocks down the first free throw to give Tulane their first lead since 4-0 of the beginning moments of this game. Another dribble, Marshall shot up and good. 2-point lead here, and now Temple's going to have to fight. That's what Coach Richardson said all year. You got to fight. Well, this is the best time to put the gloves on and see what you got. Tristan Taylor, guarded by Marshall, gets that ball to Curry. Curry gets this ball to Sanaya Craig. Sanaya Craig gets it to Turner. Turner, guarded by Kenija Daniel, hit that tying three to send us to overtime. Taylor's going to use the screen, gets that ball to Savannah Curry, thought about a three, he's going to put it back on the floor. Taylor switches spots with her big three up, no good. And that ball, they're out and running for Tulane. It's a 2-on-1 fast break. Marshall, pull up, mid-range shots, good. 4-0 run to start OT, 4:16 left in overtime.
Kayla Marshall's world, and we're just living in it.
It sure is, and it's a nice world she's built for us, but if you're a Tulane fan, or if you're a Temple fan, you don't like how the atmosphere feels. It's balls to Melina, now to Taylor. Taylor gets to Turner. Turner, 3-ball up. Fouled, they don't call it. It's good. It'll be a 1-point deficit. Big three by Turner.
Crazy no call there. Kayla Turner came off the screen, fell to the ground, and now the Owls are in within one.
Yeah, and that's going to somber up this crowd, but still a 1-point lead here for Tulane. It's going to be Marshall back in control. It's going to be all her now as she gets to the lane. Layup's no good, poked around. That's going to be off of Jaleesa Melina.
I'm surprised they didn't call a foul on that drive there. I thought Craig maybe gave a little too much body, but she also has to be careful as she has 4, along with Tristan Taylor and Kayla Turner.
Yep,
so 4 players on this Temple 3 out of the 5 have 4 fouls.
A lot of contact there, and like you mentioned, Craig's very necessary for rebounding purposes. And Marshall gets to the mid-range again. Shots up, no good. It's going to be collected there by Hannah, but stolen by Turner. Turner's going to push. They have numbers, 3-on-2, but she says, never mind, let's find it. Savannah Curry gets it on the wing. Curry, oh, they're going to get a moving screen there. Didn't like how Melina leaned into it, I guess, and it's going to be a turnover on Temple. They had played so clean in that, well, clean is a word, but they have played so much better with the turnovers until then. And that's turnover number 17, as Tulane hasn't really committed one in that fourth quarter. They're at 21, but it stayed, 22, I'm sorry, but it stayed that way. Here comes Daniel now, guarded by Turner. Gets that ball to Hannah and back out. Now here's Marshall. Marshall, little two, up, no good. Rebound, batted around, and it's going to be Savannah Curry. Now they're going to run. 3-on-1 fast break. Gets to the Turner. Turner, wing three, up, good!
Kayla Turner coming through when it counts. Her second three of overtime to give Temple a 2-point lead.
And now's a great time for Kayla Turner to come back into this one as that shot's up, no good. It was a push shot by Daniel, but there was really no chance for it. Now Turner's back in control, gets it to Curry. Curry for three, good! There it is!
9-0 run for the Owls, now up 5.
2 threes for Turner and a 3 by Savannah Curry. And now Temple's back feeling it again. The band's chanting, the bench is up, and here you go. Tulane getting bumpy. That's Marshall up, no good. Rebound collected by Craig. Ball, wow, Jaleesa Molina runs the break perfectly. Easy left-hand layup. My goodness, Max, I'm lightheaded.
As Coach Langford calls a timeout for Tulane. Tulane had all the momentum, and the Owls took it right back thanks to Kayla Turner, Savannah Curry, and Jaleesa Molina. And wow. Not over though. Not over yet. We saw this Tulane team do it at the end of the first half. There's still 2 minutes left in overtime. So as exciting as this 11-0 run is for the Owls, you cannot be complacent.
Is there any place you'd rather be right now? March is in full swing. I love this month so much because you get games like this. You get a tying game, a tying 3 to send us to OT, and now you have pandemonium in overtime. Anything can happen. Anything goes at this point. The gloves are off, and Tulane's drawing it up now. They're going to want to get back in this scoring column because it was a nice little flurry out of the break going to overtime, but now gotta regroup and get back to it.
Yeah, if you're the Green Wave, you've done this before. You've been here before. You were there at the end of the second half. Just get an easy bucket. Do not force a hard shot as the full court pressure from Coach Richardson.
Yeah, going back a month and a half ago, Temple knocked off Tulane at Tulane in overtime. So this is very reminiscent. These two teams know each other very well, as that's Daniel who gets that shot up, but no good. It'll be a foul on, I believe they'll get it on Molina. So she's okay. That's her fourth, but you know, everybody's got fouls at this point. Besides, Savannah Curry only has one. Oh.
Fifth on Molina, actually.
That's
so
her fifth.
She's going to take a seat. Coach Rich goes to Felicia Jacobs.
Yeah, you are correct. My stat just updated, so Jacobs will check in now. And
contesting without fouling is key. But that's a big loss there with Molina going out with the foul trouble. Shoots 71% from the free throw line, which is a key stat, especially if you have a lead down the stretch.
Yes, as this will be Daniel's shot up and no good off back iron. Won't say she struggled today from the line, but she will be 6 for 9 right now. And she's gonna have to get the second one, but you can see Coach Richardson yelling, when if this ball's off the rim, rebound. Gotta collect it, it doesn't matter, the shot goes through the net. 81-75, a minute 51. Is Jordan Weaver will check into this game as Marshall will have a seat.
I don't think she'll have a seat for long.
No, she'll probably sit for about 20 seconds, get some water, and get right back out there. Here comes Taylor. Taylor gets to the Turner. Turner back to Taylor at the logo, and they are slowing things down. Calling out plays, and then here goes Taylor. Wow, what a cut by Turner. Turner, a little push shot, no good. Batted around, but that ball will be Tulane basketball.
I think Turner was expected to be fouled, so she just put a shot up quickly. Probably had more time than she thought.
Yep, Marshall was just in. Marshall comes out and goes back in for a water break. She's now back out there. Keep her fresh, or as fresh as one can be in overtime. And now she's at the controls, guarded by Taylor. My goodness, Max, this game. How am I gonna sleep tonight? Marshall snatches back, gets it to Hannah. Hannah says, okay, never mind. We're gonna get that ball to Jada Brown. Brown gets into the mid-range shot up, rolls around. Oh my goodness, all the way on the front rim, but no good, batted around, and it's gonna stay with Tulane. Bounced off every single finger down there, and they're gonna say it's Tulane basketball.
Yeah, Craig was looking for rebound number 14, but I think it just rolled off of her leg.
Yeah, so now Craig wears that 91 after her favorite player, Dennis Rodman, and for One good reason, the rebounding there, and that's what she does best. Is that's a little lob play up for Jada Brown. Shots up and good.
2-point basket, Jada
Great
Brown.
play call, calling it for Jada Brown, her 7th point of the day.
1 minute left in this game, 81-77. Tulane fans on their feet, Temple fans on their feet. Tristan Taylor, guarded by Marshall. She's gonna get that ball to Savannah Curry. Curry taking the time with it, making the easy pass to Sanaya Craig. Craig now to Turner. Turner for three, up and good! It's good! 7-point game. Temple backs off. No type of full court press. They're gonna play man up. Marshall used the screen, mid-range shots up, off front iron, 27 seconds left, and here you go. They're gonna run this one down. Turner says never mind, gets it back to Taylor. Taylor to Turner, and they're gonna foul. Woo.
Wow. Kayla Turner, 30 points on the night. A quiet second half, but a very loud overtime for Temple's go-to scorer. 30 points and that big three that could be the icing on the cake, but still 20 seconds left, up 7. Kayla Turner at the line with a chance to make it 9.
8 for 15 from three as she knocks down her first free throw to extend her scoring output to 31 right now. 10 for 26 from the floor. That second shot is up and no good, but Sanaya Craig had a chance of the rebound, and they're going to say that stays with Temple. And
maybe it was our angle, but I believe it was Mabry who got her hand in there to knock it away from Craig. So great effort there for the 15th rebound for Sanaya Craig.
Wow. And this will be back inbounded to Sanaya Craig, who will get fouled with 17 seconds left. 8-point game now for Temple, and they can taste it. They're going to have to knock down some free throws and then way of life defense, but what an overtime period here for Temple. As Sanaya Craig shoots that first free throw off front iron. Sanaya Craig is very valuable to this team. 15 rebounds on this game, and she's doing this with 4 fouls. 13 points, 3 for 5 from the floor. Did a lot of her damage from the free throw line and the scoreboard, but the rebounding there is invaluable. She gets the second one to fall in. Tippy toes on the front of the rim and then falls in.
Yeah, the 15 rebounds from Craig ties her season high.
And here comes Marshall. 9 seconds left in this game. Just looking for something to feel good about. That shot's up and no good. Rebound by Tristan Taylor. And everyone on that bench stands up. It wasn't without a little bit of bumpiness, but this flight finally lands here for Temple. 86-77, and they will move on to that second round.
Yeah, a date with UTSA tomorrow. Wow. They were able to pull it off. But now we got to move on. It's March. It's the conference tournament. You got to win multiple games in a row to get to the NCAA tournament. So as tiring as this game was probably for the Owls, you can't dwell on it. You guys got to move on quickly. But wow, what a performance from the Owls. An overtime win. We're able to come back from that rough second half and just dominate in overtime, outscoring the Green Wave 16-7 in overtime. Wow.
Just wow was correct. And then you can see Coach Richardson doing some of the TU dances there, and she's happy that their team can continue to fight as Kayla Turner will slap Temple's name into the second round. We'll have that call for you on Thursday as they take on UTS. Tomorrow, I'm sorry. Tomorrow. Wow is correct, but we will have that call for you then. As for us, Jay Johnson and Max Blakelock, thank you for listening, and we will see you soon.